Hi everybody, I am the Macro Man on Twitter. My name is Josh, and I built the Nexus mining dashboard for Cardania. I'm their lead dev, and this is the launch page when you go to cardania.io. And this dashboard is for claiming your rewards, viewing your miners, keeping up with what's going on, all this data. We'll get into it. But you got some information at the top, miner revenue, Nexus revenue. I'll get into that later. This thing kind of freaks out when you put your mouse on it, which I think is cool. Below, there's an FAQ section. Pretty simple, but maybe helps anyone trying to get into this, learning about this. As well as we have the wallet connect here. My wallet's already connected. We also have Solana and Bitcoin wallet connections. They're not really hooked up in the back end yet, but they're there for future purposes, essentially. As well as some social stuff, and we can launch the dashboard here. Now, when it's loading here, it's just pulling up a bunch of information, a lot of technical jargon. Boom. Okay, so now we're here. In the top, in the header, we have just a link to the Nexus. If you want to go to the Nexus, we got some music. Yeah, a little spacey music. A couple different tracks. Yes, sir. As well as if you have a citizen NFT from Cardania, you will see it right here. And it's all hooked up. So that's kind of cool. We also have our links to X and Discord and Telegram right here too. And then we got some images and some information and kind of news announcements at the top scrolling. Also, if you want to if you want to mint a miner, this bar right here, click it, click any of these, and it will take you to the mint page. All of the minting funds go to getting more miners, right? We have the mine built. It's not completely full, and we want to max this guy out. It'll increase rewards. Everybody wins as we do this. So next we have your holding section. So if you hold an ultra, a deluxe, a standard, it will show how many you have. I have one of each. And then any rewards that you've accrued so far. So you can just let them stack, but then you can go and claim them, and I'll do that after. Scrolling down here, we have this big chart, and this chart is all of the data of the mine. So we got, you can isolate everything. So we got the hash rate. So you can see it's kind of like fluctuating up and down, up and down. This was over the summer. We were dealing with cooling issues, and we automated it so that the miners would just shut off at a certain point. So they would be comfortable and they wouldn't get wrecked from being overheated. But now that we're coming into the fall, we're starting to see it's working a lot better. The cooler temperatures are really working in our favor here. So yeah, so you can see all this information. This orange line is the Nexus Bitcoin per day. This is a rate, so this fluctuates constantly with the Bitcoin price, with how many miners are online, obviously, all that stuff. And the Nexus Bitcoin per day is based on the percent that the Nexus miners hold. So the way it works is we partnered with Banker Labs, we partnered with House of Titans, so they own a bunch of the miners in the facility, and we take cuts from it. And actually, if you want to see that data, you can just scroll down here, and you can see Banker Labs, House of Titan, and then Cardania. And then you can open that guy up, and you can see which miner, the hash rate it's running at currently, the Bitcoin per day rate it's running at currently, and the percent of this that is going to the mine itself. So all this detail is in here. You can go into the House of Titan miners. You can look at all the different miners, right? And then you can even see the Cardania owned ones. So our goal is to grow this pile of miners so that we own more. Because as you can see, the percent that goes to the Nexus is 90. It's significantly higher than partnered pools. But the partners were super important to get the mine built. It's very expensive, very capital intensive. And we appreciate their help so much. And we continue to work with them all the time, and we're going to continue to expand. So some other information here, we got the APYs of the miners. It's a run rate, so it's live. So it kind of fluctuates up and down. You'll see sometimes lower, sometimes it's higher. But the ultras are around 10%, 11%. Deluxes are around 9.5. And the standard's about 8.5, yeah. So that's what I've been seeing constantly. And then you can see here, I just added the rewards distributed. So we have distributed 10,000 ADA to miners. So this is people actually claiming their money through this platform from miner holders. So I'm really proud of that. This chart will continue to go up, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. Now going back up to this chart, we have a bunch of other tabs. Like we got this tab with all the charts. I should also mention there's a moving average here. So you can choose like the 100 or the 200. We can do like, say, let's do an all-time at 200 period. And you can see, if we just clear it up, the long-term moving averages here. And you can see that they're starting to curl upwards, which is really good. It means we're going to have higher rewards, and this is due to the lower temperatures and our improved cooling over time. So then you can go into Nexus supply chart or data, and you can see here how many standard miners there are and their percent of the supply, as well as deluxe, ultra miners, and the total. So there's currently 390 NFTs earning mining rewards, and this will change. This increases as people mint more, but there is a defined limit. And then there's just some more charts, more information, who holds what kind of thing, and then historical supply growth. So this is a similar chart where you can turn off, so you can see ultras have been the bulk of the miners, but there's still a lot of room for people to mint out standards and deluxes. And what else can we get into? We got a holders tab, so you can see who's holding what. And I added a tip function. If you want to tip them in RAD, you can do that. As well as here's the rewards wallet. So this shows the actual kind of the treasury wallet of the mine, how much ADA is in it, the dollar balance, and then you can actually see all of the transactions. So whenever someone claims, they load up here and you can see they claimed 6.25 ADA for one miner with whatever 0.2 fee. And yeah, so the whole game, and here's that chart again. Came from there. And the whole point, there's some more stuff that's a little less important right now. But the whole point of this is to make it extremely transparent. So you can see exactly what's going on. This is the blockchain industry, and I think that's super important, as well as for trust for the miners and for people interested in this. One more tab here is this mine breakdown. So here we have how many live miners, the live hash rate, the Bitcoin mining per day, and then a breakdown of what percentage going to the partners overall and what is going to the Nexus overall. And our goal is to grow this to the Nexus pool by having more of our own owned miners. And then on the right side, you can see this is like the Nexus pool. So if you're a Nexus miner, this is the money that you're earning per day. Like this is what the mine earns. And then we have a bit of an estimated electricity fee here. It's roughly 30% in practice. So we subtract that because we got to pay for the electricity. And then the project fee takes a 10% cut just for running the mine and for, running the project and stuff. There needs to be some income. So you can see the final net APR. I should change that from APR to income or something. But then we can keep going on the platform. We have a 3D model of the mine, and we're going to set up a gallery page. But this is just I just thought it was really cool. You can zoom into it, really clean. And yeah, and then you can see reward distributions. So every month that we've distributed rewards, you can see how much, the US dollar value. I should add a total here as well, but it is 10,000 ADA. And we can keep scrolling. There's a ton of this. There's a ton of stuff to this. So we're working on Midnight. I'm running the SPO. We're going to have a node. And we also got an airdrop for the mine. So this will be an additional revenue for the miners. We've been working on a platform called Pantheon, which is an AI trading platform I've been working on, still in development. And then we have other revenue sources here. So we got miniature miners. We got solo miners that are just cooking, just mining away. Maybe one day they'll hit a block and we'll have a nice payday, hopefully. as well as we got starch miners. This is a project on Cardano where you hold the miners and they mine starch tokens. I have some information about the sum and stake pool here, which I'm running. And there's a couple extra things here, additional revenue sources that we're kind of actively looking at. But really the main focus right now is Bitcoin mining, right? This is the core of the mine, and we're interested in Midnight and other revenue sources, but Bitcoin is the core key portfolio piece of the mine, obviously. So yeah, if you want to claim your ADA, let's do that. We can just click claim. It will take us to a new page in a sec here. There you are. Looks like my wallet got disconnected. That's okay. And you can see, here you go. So here's your rewards. It's just adding these all together. And there's some more information. So if you go below in the claim page, when your wallet's hooked up, you will see all of the mining rewards from the past. So we can expand this and you can look at like May. You know, this is what they earned in May, March. You know, so it's all very clear, transparent. All your information is saved. You can see all your claiming history, the transaction. Trying to be very in-depth here. So we can just claim this. This is where the magic happens. All right, so we're going to get 12.44. Boom. Boom. So we just claimed our rewards from the Bitcoin mine in ADA right to our wallet just for holding an NFT. Didn't have to do anything. You just hold and the money comes in. Simple and easy. And this is the Bitcoin mining dashboard. So I'll close this and there we are. So thanks for watching. I didn't intend this to be very long. It's just been putting a lot of work into this, and this is a pretty clean. I'm very happy with how it is. And then it's consistently evolving as well. So I'm constantly changing the UI, tweaking it, making it clearer, making it easier. I think it could be a little overwhelming. There's just so much data involved here. But we're kind of struggling between being transparent and being simple, right? Like that's my struggle, is trying to be extremely transparent as well, without hiding anything. That's not the intention here. So yeah, so this is the mining dashboard.